This might be my favorite sail of all time.
This is about as good as sailing gets.
It smells like mountains. The monkey bunch is still there. You too can suffer through.
Turn the volume to 10.
Don't do it. We've got some friends up ahead who just hit a long line.
It's been really kind of freaky actually. We're kind of like surrounded by pongos.
We are Mike and Taylor, and these are our dogs, Penny and Lucy. We sold our home and nearly everything we owned, moved aboard a 40-foot boat, and sailed from Seattle. This is the story of us making our way. Good morning from Acapulco. Been here for 2 nights, so we actually got some really good sleep here, rested, and now we're gonna go on a 2-day, 2-night voyage south to the Huatulco area. Welcome back, friends. We are just pulling up anchor in Acapulco, Mexico, and making our way towards the scenic coastlines of Oaxaca. A 2-day and 2-night sail to an area known as the Bays of Huatulco.
Looks like we might have enough wind to sail, I think, by like maybe 1 p.m. So far, only 6 knots out here.
Yeah, that's what the forecast is. It's going to fill into like 10 to 14 knots, which would be great.
Shortly after taking off, we realized that we were not alone and had an unusual group of visitors tagging along for the ride. We just turned the engine off and our little school of fish is still here. I've named them the Funky Bunch and they're our little friends. They've been with us for like an hour actually. It's kind of amazing. And I thought they might leave once we killed the engine and slowed down a little bit, but they're still hanging with us.
Out here.
Yeah.
Not bad. And we're making 4.5 to 5 knots and 6 knots of wind.
The wind filled in just enough to get us moving with full sails up, while the sea state stayed perfectly flat, making for champagne conditions that everybody on board enjoyed. Our wind has filled in a little bit more. We're cruising along. This is one of, if not the first sail we've had where the swell is no longer on our backs, on our stern. We're almost going into it actually here. So it seems like both the season and the place that we're in has changed a lot. The sea patterns, the sea state, everything, it's all different. We were really looking forward to arriving in Huatulco and getting to do some exploring in the beautiful state of Oaxaca, so the stoke was hot as we cruised along in perfect conditions.
Oh, they're still there. The monkey bunch is still there.
with our trusty funky bunch and a convoy of buddy boats keeping us entertained along the way.
More there, Big Benny. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we've got us a convoy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You want to give me a 10-9 on that, Big Ben?
Thank you, C.W. McCall, for writing the greatest song of all time.
Oh god. Can't use any of this for copyright reasons, but just go to Spotify or your music player of choice and search Convoy by C.W. McCall, and you too can suffer through.
Turn the volume to T.
Don't do it. Just save yourself.
This is about as good as sailing gets. We've had 10 to 12, maybe a little bit more than that, basically on the beam, and the seas are just like flat, about as flat as they get in that much wind. There's like barely any swell, and it's just been perfect. So hopefully it holds up. We hit there's like a kind of a general south setting current here, which we were hoping to give us a real nice boost. And we've sort of just kind of hit there's like a counter current that runs closer to shore. We're 11 miles off, so it's a little farther out. The counter current's a little farther out than I thought it was gonna be, but I think we'll get past it soon. And it's just been awesome.
The rugged coastline of this part of Pacific Mexico means that our past few passages have been several-day affairs, broken up by only a few days in port. For us, it can begin to feel a bit draining, moving really quickly and over long distances, with more miles covered and days underway than days spent settled in and getting to know any particular area. But these conditions today were a sign of just how much ground, in fact, we had covered. We no longer had the North Pacific swell at our backs for the first time since leaving Seattle, and had come south enough that the primary, albeit gentle today, swell was now coming from the South Pacific. We were entering a new season, new latitudes, new weather patterns, and totally new terrain, and it felt exciting. We slowed down a bit. We're doing about 5 knots. But I tell you what, this might be my favorite sail of all time. The sea state has been just perfect. It's like the first time that we haven't had big waves behind us, rolling us side to side. It just feels totally different. It's real nice out here.
Some fresh water. Wash the poop off the deck.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? The Funky Bunch is still with us, and this is our 4 o'clock. This is hour 5. They've been with us for 5 hours.
You think they'll make it through the night? That'd be crazy if we wake like in the morning.
I know. We'll just have to wait and see. They're getting harder and harder to see with the glare on the water, but they're still there.
PTNs.
Oh, yes.
And
Wow. Grazie.
de nada. I like this because I made dinner, but like really you made dinner yesterday.
Little food prep action.
Yep.
Well, thanks for heating it up.
Yeah. I added the sauce.
Yeah. motor sailed. We've been unfortunately catching the counter current to this famous current that has been carrying everyone else down to Acapulco or to Huatulco very quickly, but we've been managing to catch the counter current just sort of fine for our arrival time anyway. But anyway, we're just going really slow. But guys, the sun is coming up. It's incredible. I am so shocked and thrilled to report that the Funky Bunch is still with us. Oh, we still have these fish. We have the fish on our boat. They joined us at like 11 a.m. yesterday, and it's almost 7 a.m. today. They went through the whole night with us. Oh my God. As the day went on, the lack of wind made for blazing temperatures, so the task for the day was to stay cool. And watch out for long lines, illegal fishing operations, which are serious hazards to navigation, and unfortunately found quite regularly out here. Today's been sort of a quiet day. We've just been motor sailing. It is hot as out here. We've been giving the girls like hose downs in the cockpit like every hour to cool them down. I was really hoping that the wind would fill in again like yesterday and we would have another like just perfect sail, but hasn't really filled in. So we've just been motoring, which is kind of a bummer, but we've got some friends up ahead who just hit a long line, so we are adjusting course here to do a big loop around wherever this thing might be. And the watercolor is like, just, I've never seen anything like it. It's so amazing.
So I've got 2 waypoints. We'll want to keep seaward up.
So we were just sitting here, I just spoke to you about our friends who hit a long line, and we can see that there's another one out here that we were about to run right into, so.
The Funky Bunch was with us for 2 days, surviving countless conditions and speed changes under the boat, and even a couple visits from dolphins. They were still with us as the sun set that night, but sometime in the darkness, they left us for their new home along the Oaxacan coast.
3:30 a.m. on our second night from Acapulco to Huatulco, and it's been really kind of freaky actually. We're kind of like surrounded by pongos. I think they're pongos. I see a couple of lights here and there. They don't really run like navigation lights, but I think maybe the guys have like flashlights or headlamps or something. And then I occasionally pick up the radar signature. But it's been very odd because I'll like pick up a radar signature off to our port side, and they keep crossing like really close in front of our bow, like not super close, but close for nighttime. And then I had a couple of them shine a light at me. I don't know, just weird. Just like weird behavior. I think they're just all out fishing, but anyway, it's kind of freaky. A being close to other boats, and then you just never quite know who's out here. But we're only like 20 miles from our destination, so probably arrive maybe a little after sunrise. Hope that's the end of these ponds.
And as the sun rose that next morning, we approached the beautiful bays of Huatulco, and groups of rays came out to usher us in.
Oh, the air smells so good here. It smells like mountains. It smells like mountains.
Lumpiest pancakes that have ever been made. But
These are all from me, right?
that one's for you.
Look, it's Mike! It's Mike! What's he doing?
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit thumbs up and then tap subscribe to follow along with our journey every week. And then join us next time as we dive right into this truly spectacular part of Mexico. We enjoy the best of the cruising lifestyle.
Penny has developed like a giant sore on one of her back legs.
And tend to a sick puppy.
Look at you go!